Ooh, hef. Get some. Hello, and welcome to the Alexander Sanford Show. I am Alexander Sanford. With me tonight is Markus Ford, video editor, all ashore who's going ashore. We'll be looking tonight at films from around our beautiful campus here at SUNY Fredonia. From The Exorcism of Madam to the Eisenhower Smokeout and The Farewell to Jewett Hall. Hopefully you'll stay tuned. It will be a show to remember.
And then you smash it. Are you, John? This is about to be destroyed, and I've been waiting since my freshman year for this. 3, 2. Here at WNYF-TV, we bring breaking news to a whole new level. News Team!
This, dear viewers, is the farewell to Jewett Hall, the original home of WNYF-TV. Started back in the 70s, you know. There's a lot of history there. We were removed from Jewett, the basement thereof, mind you. Something about fire code violations, taking up all sorts of different rooms, running cords in and out of doors, that sort of thing, you know. Things the administration just wanted to keep us down with. It's terrible. It's terrible. And we traded one basement for another. So we're here in Hendricks Hall. And I hope we can find some solace in watching this farewell to Jewett together. One last time, remember the early days of the station, the people who made it what it was. To you, I dedicate this next viewing. Rootsworth, where's the damn tape? What do you mean you don't know where it is? We can't have a... We'll try to track it down and get back to you very soon. We'll be right back.
Good evening. I hope you're all having fun already. I'd like to welcome you to the Eisenhower Coffee House. My name's Tim Johnson. I'm going to be your host for this evening. We're going to have some other hosts up here. And I want you to know that this is for the Great American Smokeout. I'd like to say a few things about smoke, and one is don't do it. It's terrible for you. It makes you smell bad. Your lungs are bad. And today, everyone's quit smoking, right? No one smokes, right, kids? Say right. Okay. And I'm getting pretty bored standing up here, so what I'm going to do is introduce the first act. And they are Maria Marcella, who's going to sing, and she'll be accompanied on the piano by Julie Silverman.
Softer than a whisper, tonight the stars are shining up above. It's just the way I love you. Tonight the stars are shining up above. The moon has chased away all of the blue. I finally found what everyone calls love, and I want to give all I have to you. Cause tonight stars shining above. The moon has chased away all of the blue. I finally found what everyone calls love, and I wanna give all I have tonight. The stars are shining up above. The moon has chased away all of the I want to learn what life is for. I don't want much, I just want more. Ask what I want and I will sing. I want everything, everything. I'd cure the cold and the traffic jam. If there were floods, I'd give a damn. I'd never sleep, I'd only sing. Let me do everything, everything. I'd like to plan a city, play the cello, play at Monte Carlo, play Othello, move into the White House, painted yellow, speak Portuguese and Dutch, and if it's not too much, I'd like to have the perfect twin, one who'd go out as I came in. I've got string. So I have everything, everything. Like a child who's set free at the fun fair, every ride invites me. And it's unfair saying that I only get my one share. Doesn't seem just. I could live as I must if they'd give me the time to turn the tides. Give me the truth if once I lied. Give me the man who's gonna bring more of everything. Then I'll have everything.
I'm here tonight with Markus Ford, video editor. Markus, it's nice to finally have you here.
It's great to be here, Alex. How are you doing?
I'm all right. And how are you this evening?
I've been doing pretty well. Hey, how's that new project of yours working out? You find your editor yet?
Well, I have not actually found an editor yet. I was planning on asking if you'd be interested in the position.
I would be delighted, Alex. What's your project about?
Well, it is, as Charles is coming out with a book about his life and times, I figured I might as well use the medium I know best. Film.
Film?
Yes.
Later on, I gotta tell you about this new invention of mine. I have an idea that'll revolutionize the way that people see and feel television.
Feel television?
Feel television.
All right.
We'll save that for later, though.
Later it is. I'm interested. And what have you been up to recently, Markus?
Well, I just wrapped my new film. Disney launched a new program to help our Spanish-speaking Americans in this country, and it's called Disney España, and it's a new initiative where we take and we re-edit old cuts of films. I just wrapped a new one called El Puzo en el Urio, and it was a good time. It was a lot of work. We were a little underfunded, but we did the best we could, and we got it done.
Well, you have to make the most of what you've got. And unfortunately, sometimes it is not enough to do your best work, but even so, you soldier on.
Yeah.
Wonderful. What films have you worked on in the past, sir?
Well, aside from that, I started off on a little tiny film company in Portugal. I couldn't find jobs in America, so I went there. And, I got to get a lot of sun, got to take my boat out there, and I worked on a couple of projects. I worked on Sancho and a Pancho, and, that was a lot of fun. He wore his poncho, and all was right with the evening, is some of that. I worked on the Tres Amigos, which, it had Chevy Chase and Steve Roberts, and it was a good time. Yeah, they were great to shoot with, great to edit with, and they're great people.
Wonderful. And I hear you have a film coming out soon.
I do, and I wanted to show you a little bit of that tonight, if we could, later on in the broadcast. But I just wrapped a new film that's coming out, and I'm hoping this one will give me some notoriety in the States. I left that film production company at Disney España a couple months ago, and I took my business and I put it afloat, if you will. I am now the world's only foremost video film editor on sea. There's a lot of people on land these days that think they know how to use the Final Cut X and the Adobe Audition and all that fun stuff. But it's harder to use it at sea, as everything is.
Interesting. Where are you based out of?
Well, I have a port in Monte Cristo, but you know, there's this count there that keeps breaking with me all the time. You know, he's a hard landlord, but it's a good thing I don't need to land anymore, right?
That's true. That is true.
Just take my boat and sail away.
Wonderful. We'll be right back.
You thought so much talent could be wrapped up in 2 people, huh? Come on, you're having fun, right? All right.
Where's my mic? Here's my mic.
All right, I've got to go to the bathroom. I've got to be honest. I'd like to introduce to you, though, this is my friend. She's your friend. This is Cheryl Pearson.
I'm up here to introduce, yes, I'm Cheryl, a girl who was a former Eisenhower resident. She's a student, a senior here at Fredonia State, and she's a representative from the American Cancer Society, and she helped set up this whole smoke out and the coffee house and everything that goes along with it. Everybody give a round of applause to Beth Dewar.
La cucaracha.
Hi, kids. I'd just like to say a few words, Jesus Christ, about the Great American Smokeout. Now, the whole idea does seem a little bit, you know, kind of stupid and corny, and the only reason I got it is because I smoke, and I know how hard it is to quit. But it is possible, and if you can quit for one day, who knows, maybe you can quit for more than that, and maybe you can even quit forever. And most of all, I would like to thank Miss Patty Feraldi and all the residents of Eisenhower Hall. They are a wonderful bunch of people. I deserve no credit for any of this because all I'm doing is what you see right here. They did everything. Thank you very much, Patty.
And we're back with Markus Ford. Markus, tell me a little bit about your favorite color.
My favorite color is a forest green. You know, I spent a lot of time on land, and one thing I really liked about it was the trees. A nice, strong, stiff pine.
Ooh.
Smelled like Christmas.
Everybody likes a little bit of tall wood. And are you going to be branching out?
Oh, I like that pun you used there. Well, as far as branching out my business, yeah. You know, I'm looking to expand my boat. Maybe add a second diving board. So, yeah.
Interesting, interesting. And have you heard of the new industry?
The new industry. And what would that be?
Yes. Well, it caters to the blind, sir.
Oh, you're talking about a new project.
Yes.
This is actually not yet patented, so I can only discuss it in limited capacity.
I see.
What if, and imagine this, let's say you had a horrible accident. For some reason, you could no longer see. Whether it was from too much enjoying your pipe or, you know, too much alcohol to where you go blind. I know some people have that problem.
That would be a terrible, terrible
It's a
thing.
misfortune, isn't it? But anyway, I digress. Imagine if you were blind, that you could still see and feel what you were watching on the screen. Whether you're at home, in the privacy of your own bathroom or computer room, or, you know, maybe even the shower. Or
what are you speaking of, sir?
You know, it's Braille, but it moves.
Really?
And you can feel the magic as it's happening.
That's something usually reserved for actors on set.
It's a great advancement in our field. It's no longer 4K video or 16K video or Red 1. It's Braille. And it's going to change the way that people see and feel this industry. I've thought long and hard about this on Etsy, and, you know, it's really the best option to go with.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And it's inexpensive. It's really cheap. But the quality is pretty nice.
I would be very interested in seeing how that turns out, sir.
More so feeling how it turns out.
I see what you did there. All right. Tell me about your favorite production.
Ah, my favorite production. Well, it's really hard to pick just one. But one time I sat and I thought, let's see, what's a big project that I can make money off of, and I can expand my boat to a yacht to then one day my own cruise line. And I found out what it was. On land, people think that horses are fun to watch. But you need to watch someone with a whale.
A whale?
It is grossly intriguing and possibly illegal in 4 countries. But nautical law says that what happens at sea stays at sea. So we made the best of it. And can I tell you, there were a lot of things that were split in half that day, and we lost a couple lives, but it was worth it. Alex?
I don't know what to say about that, to be honest. What was the name of this film?
Oh, it was called Moby and the Human.
Okay. And who exactly did you lose?
Betsy Sue and Willie Free.
That's 2. Who was the third?
It's tough to even talk about. It was Pamela. It's tough to even say. I'm amazed we made it out of international nautical law with hands and feet, and I can still have my boating license. It's like whaling, but in reverse.
So I take it you got whaled?
Those blowholes, you think they're a good idea and you think it's going to make money, but you have to think, is it worth it? And the answer is yes. I bought a new yacht the other day. I'm saving up for that cruise liner, and we're going to sail this whale as long as it'll go. We're going to ride it. It's not just me and my boat anymore. It's me and this ocean.
However you want to get harpooned, sir. Tell me a little bit about your hometown.
My hometown. Oh, wow. I remember a time where I hadn't gotten my sea legs yet, and I was just a little boy growing up in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Little Rock?
Little Walk.
Little Walk.
Little Walk. Right. It was a vast Vietnamese section of Little Rock, Arkansas. They called it Little Walk. And I'd walk to school every day, and they'd say, "Hey, Little Walk, come do my algebra." And I told them, no, I can't do that, because I need to go make a movie. And I made lots of movies as a kid. We had a blast. Made lots of home movies and pictures and films, and it was a good time.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. What was the moment you realized you wanted to work in the business?
Oh my God, the moment I wanted to work in the business. I remember watching Jay Leno when I was growing up. And I saw him with all his cars. And I thought, what can I do to have that many cars in the Atlantic Ocean? I wanted to have the most vast collection of boats ever. And I thought, you know what? I'll do it through television. I'll do it through film. And we'll make some money along the way.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And I've been pulling my boat in and off ashore, in a very limited capacity, but I'm really getting my sea legs now. And I went down to spring break in Bahamas, and let me tell you how many people were on boats. People like boats. Do you like boats?
I don't mind a little action in the water now and again. Well then. Yeah. All right. And your favorite pastime, sir?
My favorite pastime. I started this new game with whales where instead of a harpoon, I throw them a bucket of beef jerky. And then I quickly paddle my boat away as fast as I can. And I see how high my boat will jump off from the water. My record is about 17 feet. When whales splash, let me tell you, they splash. But it's my own game, and I'm going to patent it, and I think it's really going to take off in the next couple of years.
So, are you inventing something that you might call jerking?
I call it whale holing.
Whale
And,
holing. His own, I suppose.
Yeah, sometimes they bounce it back with their blowholes. Sometimes they take it in.
Well, when was the first time you started jerking it?
Well, the first time that I started jerking it would probably, I'd say yesterday. I just invented it. It's a
Really?
good time.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
We can't use that. We can't use that.
We absolutely have to use it.
We're not using that.
We're using that.
Let's go back.
Fuck you, we're using it.
We're not using jerking.
Yes, we are.
When did you start jerking it? We can't use that on
Yes,
television.
we can use that on
We
television.
cannot use that on
It's
television.
after 10 p.m. This show's after 10 p.m. We're showing this, Markus.
Son of a bitch.
Welcome aboard. I am your captain. And I say, plow that iceberg. And that brings us to our last segment. Markus,
I like this game.
everyone at home,
Wait, this is that game where I touch it and then the color goes around, right? Like that memory game?
no, this is not related to that.
Oh.
No.
I'm drastically disappointed now. That's just a piece of paper is what you're telling me?
That is, in fact, just a piece of paper.
And that is not, in fact, a memory game where you hit the color and then it goes around and you have to do the order.
No.
And then you pass it to your family and they're like, yay, happy family time! And then, it goes back to you and you forget the order.
No, Markus, that's not what this is at all.
Oh, okay.
To everyone at home, as always, black, blue, white, green, and red. Markus, pick one.
I think I'm going to use that new technology in mine. Can I see that for a second? No. I have a spirit in me, and it's part whale and part human, and it tells me where to go. I'm gonna go with this.
Red it is.
That's
All
what I
right.
thought it would be.
Wonderful, wonderful. Pick a second color.
Pick a second color. What about? Can I pick any color or one of these?
Oh, one of those, sir. One of those.
I will pick blue.
Blue. Interesting, interesting. And a third.
Let's pick white.
White. Interesting.
Sometimes I miss America. Sometimes I miss America too, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I definitely know what you mean. From 1996 to
Oh, no, Alex,
2004.
it's 1966 through 1964 is the year you're thinking of.
No, I'm pretty sure I know what years I was missing Miss America. Anyway, Markus, it was wonderful having you.
Thank you, Alex.
I hope you find your way safely back to your ship. And have fun with
I'll be right there.
Have fun with those whales, sir.
Oh, I will. He'll load up the top deck. I'm coming home.
We'll be right back.
Okay, our next act is a guitarist, and his name is Dave Laval. Where's Dave? Dave Laval is here. Let him get all set. And I'll explain to you that during the evening, Tim and I are going to be telling truly tasteless jokes, but they're going to be in good taste. They're from the Truly Tasteless Joke Book. And Patty has already warned us that they better be in good taste or else we're fired, and we probably won't be able to live in Eisenhower anymore. So we will keep them in good taste, and what we want you to do is just laugh after everyone because, you know, Tim's in the bathroom, but he can't tell jokes or anything, so, you know, you got to really laugh when he tells a joke, okay? Because he really needs that moral support here up on stage. Because if not, he'll cry or walk away or do something, go to the bathroom again. Okay, let's just hear it for Dave Laval.
This first song I'm going to do is called Both Sides Now. Bows and flows of angel hair and ice cream castles in the air, feather canyons everywhere. I've looked at clouds that way, but now they only block the sun. They rain and snow on everyone. So many things I would have done, the clouds got in my way. I've looked at clouds from both sides now, from up and down, and still somehow it's clouds, illusions I recall. I really don't know clouds at all. Moons and Junes and Ferris wheels, the dizzy dancing where you feel as every fairy tale comes real. I've looked at love that way, but now it's just another show. You leave them laughing when you go, and if you care, don't let them know. Don't give yourself away. I've looked at love from both sides now, from give and take, and still somehow it's love's illusions I recall. I really don't know love at all. Tears and fears and feeling proud to say I love you right out loud. Dreams and schemes and circus crowds. I've looked at life that way, but now old friends are acting strange. They shake their heads and say I changed, but something's lost and something's gained. Living every day. I've looked at life from both sides now, from win and lose, and still somehow it's life's illusions I recall. I really don't know life at all. Thank you. I'm Dave, I play guitar. I don't smoke. This next song, pardon? This next song is by Dan Fogelberg called The Leader of the Band. An only child, alone and wild, a cabinet maker's son. His hands are meant for different work, and his heart is known to none. quiet man of music denied a simpler fate. He tried to be a soldier once, but his music wouldn't wait. He earned his love through discipline, a thundering velvet hand. His gentle means of sculpting souls took me years to understand. The leader of the band is tired and his eyes are glowing on, but his blood runs to my instrument and the song is in my soul. My life has been a pour it down to imitate the man. I'm just a living legacy to the leader of the brothers' lives are different, for they heard another call. One went to Chicago, and the other to St. Paul. And Colorado, but not some hotel. Living out this life I chose, and loved so Thank you for the music, your stories of the road. Thank you for the freedom I gave my time to go. Thank you for the kindness and the times you got tough. And Papa, I don't think I said I love you enough. The leader of the band is tired and his eyes are going on, but his blood runs through my instrument and the song is in my soul. My life has been a pour it down to imitate the man. I'm just a living legacy to the leader of
I'm sorry if the Eisenhower smokeout was a little abrupt. I'm not sure what happened, but it just seemed to keep rolling, and we had to cut it somewhere. Very, very sad. Very sad. I hope you enjoyed it, though. I enjoyed what little there was. Oh, excellent. Rootsworth. Comes through in the clutch all the time. This, the farewell to Jewett Hall. Oh, just have to remember to start about 7 minutes into the tape. Should be good to go. Wonderful, wonderful. We'll just put it in over. Rootsworth, where's the 3/4 inch deck? Really? We don't have a 3/4 inch deck. I thought I saw one on the way in. You broke it. You broke a 3/4 inch deck. Okay. Where can we get a new one? Right now. Oh, the internet. Yes, wonderful, Rootsworth. Thanks a lot. Breaks the 3/4 inch deck. I have it in my hands and we can't watch it. Damn it, man! Well, that was depressing. Hopefully we can pull something together. Maybe find you a fun video of some cats to watch. I don't know. Maybe later we'll be able to show the farewell to Jewett once Rootsworth stops breaking things. Oh yes, give me the... We'll be right back. On the next episode of the Alexander Sanford Show, Mr. Paul Levette will be joining me. He's a shall we say, a manager of certain talents in our field. And we'll be pulling him off the streets to come talk with us. I hope you'll stay tuned. Title: The Exorcism of Matey.
Mike picks up everything you say.
Good day for an exorcism.
Rob.
That's a good question. I don't know, it just seemed like the thing to do. Hey, exorcism, stick around, free pizza.
Exorcism?
Yep, we're exercising Maiden Hall.
Getting all the demons of the...
It's time has come.
Ah!
Out, evil spirit! The time has come! Talking about you. The time has come! The hour approaches. Hello, Fraser Wash.
Rob got him.
Friar Wash.
I work on a friar, it is true.
No, Frater, which is also father, but it sounds more classy when you say Frater.
You got me ever noisemakers, did you notice?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, pass one of those. They think they're safe. They know. They know. Let public safety know we know. They're here. Everybody's here. Public safety meeting, dude. Come on out. Join with us. Count. Tall. To the concrete. My roof splitter. They know! They fear our power! The building will vomit up more in due time. Laugh at it. Let it know we're not afraid.
Rob, we're going to grab some more nonsense.
Excellent.
We're going to get Tom's class out.
Oh, great. It's an exorcism! We're banishing the evil demons! Obviously it has affected you since you are fleeing! Flee whilst thou can! Of course. The more the better.
Just so you all know, including you, Mr. Mayhem, how this all began. Nights ago, I had a dream.
Oh, they're getting restless.
They know! They will try to stop us!
I had a dream and it had an 8-headed beast in it with an observation deck.
Don't give
And
in!
lo, its name was Mayhem. And it came to cast all students into the pit of tuition and fees.
We will not bow down to your feet!
It cast us into the eternal pit of ignorance with the flames that consume us us of your sexism and racism. Banished! So we are here to cast you into that pit, to call you down, in order to bring justice back to this school, in order to make it open to all of us. We know your true names. Ha! Rob, go ahead, Jim. Take the sack. Crowley knew. He wrote the mome raps in the Book of Lies. You know lies. The early bird catches the worm, and the 12-year-old prostitute attracts the ambassador. Neglect not the dawn meditation or the noon exorcism. The first plover's eggs fetch the highest prices. The flower of virginity is esteemed by the pander. Neglect not the dawn meditation nor the noon exorcism. Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. But late to wash and early to pray brings him across the abyss, they say. The abyss you would put us in with your fees and bullshit. We are here to banish bullshit. Neglect not the exorcism. Lift up your voices, your noises. Let them know. There goes another. Even their watchdog inside is powerless against our strength. They know.
Call and response, Rob.
We know your law. To learn the system. To search for our place in that system. And to serve the system. We know your symbols and use them against you. You're half a circle. Half a circle. Half of a life. You're not complete. By completing you, we will defeat you. Complete the circle. Form around. Form the other half circle. Join hands if you can reach. Complete the circle.
Stretch it out. They need more of that.
We reach. We know. They know.
Stretch it down to connect the circle.
Finish. Lead. Lead.
Fill it in.
Make it whole.
Join it. Join it. Come on.
The unity. Its half was yang, the evil male dominating yang. Without acid happy yin, we defeat it. We make it whole. Made him, to hell with him.
Made him. To hell with him. Made him. Hell with him. Made him. Made him. Hell with him. Made him. Made him. To hell with him. Made him. Made him. To hell with him. Made him. Made him.
Observation down to the large basement. Let them hear your voices again. Made him. To hell with him. Made him. To hell with him.
Made him. Made him. To hell with them.
We will now commence with the taunting of the demon. They range in their numbers from 0 to 9. They would have us fear their power, but no, we know. We laugh at your impotence, disguised as power. Your fees. Ah! From the lowest to the highest. There's the basement. The Maddox Ruinix. Everyone's home.
The Sanford 44 Magnum, the only size I ever use. been another interesting episode of the Alexander Sanford Show. Hopefully you love this campus as much as I do. I'd like to thank Captain Markus Ford, who I was a little concerned about being dried out with his time ashore, out in the air, but he's just the same salty seaman that he's always been. I'd like to thank my faithful cameraman, Mr. Brian Rootsworth, who, although he breaks things and has no way to replace them when we need them, you show me the money, is still always by my side, ready with a camera. And of course, Davis Elliott, the love of my life, and the best screenwriter and actor could ever hope for. Thank you, and good night.